Jason Kidd. At the time, the New Jersey Nets were putrid until they added Jason Kidd. The Pistons were putrid. You got a dude who made the Hall of Fame named Bob Lanier, played the bulk of his career. He played the bulk of his career in Detroit. Played the bulk of his career in Detroit. Never even made the playoffs as a Piston. Isaiah Thomas took that team and put them in the finals 3 straight years. My question is, if you're a 2-time league MVP, I could put you on any team in the United States of America. If you stay healthy, you are going to be a playoff contender. I'm not saying be a championship contender, but at this point, Steph Curry is looking like the point guard version of Kevin Love in Minnesota. Because remember that year?
So truthfully, is he? Can we? I mean, I understand he got championships, but can we put him above Dame Lillard?
As of today, no.
So again, in regards to the question that we asked, he's not even better than Dame Lillard then.
Right. Because see, this is why I always be arguing with y'all about Jordan 6 for 6 in championships. Yeah, if you put if you're put in the right situation, you'll win. But again, I'm not talking about winning. This is what I always say. You can show me your numbers, you can show me your highlights, but what is your impact on the game? What is your impact on the game? Yeah, he got better stats. He shoot a better percentage. He does this. He does that. Yeah, but Kevin Love was shooting about 55%. Kevin Love led the league in 30-point, 20-rebound games, and the Minnesota Timberwolves were horrible.
They were in the lottery every year.
So it's easy to say, hey, man, but look at this. Like, when you read Steph Curry, I'm going to pull him up. I'm going to pull up his numbers. And this is why I always argue with people about, oh, man, stop talking to me about stats. What's your impact on the game? What's your impact on the game? And people, you can't deny that. Like, when people talk about quarterback ratings, yeah. You are the best at that. You can be rated whatever the hell they want to rate you, but how well are you playing? As a matter of fact, I was watching that dumbass show with Skip and Shannon today, and Skip Bayless was talking about how Tom Brady is rated higher than Patrick Mahomes, but are you playing better than Patrick Mahomes? See, you can talk the stat conversation. You can stat me to death. Oh man, well, blah blah blah. No. I don't want to hear that shit. What are you doing when it counts? Right. What are you doing when it counts? You know, I'm gonna pull up the ESPN stats because Basketball Reference got all this nonsensical statistical information that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Like right now, I'm looking at Steph Curry, his career.
Double-double in Minnesota. I think it was like a 20-15 double-double like that.
You know, it's just a situation to where, and again, this is not a knock on Steph Curry. I'm a gigantic Steph Curry fan. But when you look at his career statistics, 34 points a game. He shoots 47% from the floor, 43% from the 3-point line, 90% from the free throw line, 4.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, and 23 points a game. You can't say a damn thing bad about that. But I know, hey, to quote Charles Barkley, it's easy to put up numbers on a bad team. It is. It's just like, and it's easier when you're in a great situation to put up numbers. But this dude winning league MVPs at 28 points, and he got 28 and 9 and 30 and 9 and 6.5. You can't deny those numbers. But what is your impact on what's going on? Kevin Love, he was getting 30 points and 20 rebounds, maybe was losing about 14. Look at the numbers in Green and Thompson before Durant. But Green and Thompson, I don't understand your point, D-Grade. My man saying Steph teams without help is just a player, and he might not make the playoffs. He's not going to make the playoffs. At this rate, he's not going to make the playoffs. At the rate they're looking, and I don't want to diminish what this young man has accomplished. I mean, the dude is a very good ball player, but I don't think he is the whole conversation. Like I said, man, when they were winning, you have fools out here talking about he was better than Isaiah. He was better than this guy. He was better than that guy. He's better than Gary Payton. He was better than Jason Kidd. And it's like, knock it off, man.
Yeah, it was all about the numbers in regards to that. But even to speak upon that, D-Grade, the numbers before Green, Thompson, Durant, when it was just him and Monte Ellis, where were they at?
I mean, they were making the playoffs.
And they were making, were they?
Yeah, because, I mean, the year before they won the championship, they lost in the playoffs to the Clippers.
But I think Klay Thompson was on the team by then. When it was just him, don't forget, they got rid of Monte Ellis to send to like Milwaukee or something like that because they were trying to figure out who they wanted to keep. And that's how they got Andrew Bogut.
But don't forget about those years as well. Those are the years he was getting injured a lot as well.
That's more so what I'm saying. So like his numbers were okay, but it was a lot of doubt in regards to that though, because they were trying to get rid of him. So
no, I mean, but the thing is, the dude came in the league. I don't want to make it seem like I'm sitting on this show telling you Steph Curry ain't good. Steph Curry is dope. But when you start talking about all-time greatness, and again, this goes back to what I said about Peyton Manning last week. This is what I said about Brett Favre. This is what I say about Ben Roethlisberger. This is what I say about Eli Manning. This is what I say about Karl Malone. When you read their resumes, there is no denying that these guys are dope as hell. But you can name a bunch of players that you would pick before a bunch of these paper champions, as I call them. Because, five-time NFL MVP. You can't say, oh, man, Peyton Manning wasn't shit. Only a damn fool would say that. But the reality of the situation is you got a borderline Hall of Fame wide receiver. You got a Hall of Fame wide receiver. You got an NFL Pro Bowl All-Pro tight end. You had Edgerrin James. You had who should be going into the Hall of Fame this year or last year. I think he went in. Either way, and you only got one Super Bowl win. You got 2 Super Bowls appearances and 1 Super Bowl win. And then, I'm just looking at the situation. It makes me question them. It's like when you start talking about this all-time great, he the number 3 point guard. No. And I remember saying that, and people, how you gonna doubt him? He got these. And that's why I consistently argue with folks. How are you the best? Because you got trophies. Because I don't care what no one says. The MVP, All-NBA, All-NBA All-Stars, all of those awards are popularity contests. Popularity contests. And so, like, I remember, what was that? Year before last, when LeBron James missed all those years, and he still was third, All-NBA third team. LeBron James won the All-NBA third team that year. I bet you if we looked at it, we could find a forward who kicked ass. And LeBron numbers was better than that, guys. But LeBron James' impact on his team was trash. They were 500. A 500 player, unless you out there with Manny Moore and Jack. I ain't trying to hit, man. I am not trying to hit. So, again, I'm not trashing Steph, but when you start talking about Steph Curry is better than Peyton, Kidd, and these type of guys, I'm going to have to go, whoa, Kemosabe. It's like, knock it off, man. Knock it off. But if you only looking at the numbers, if you're doing what Skip Bayless does and just look at the stats in the championships, then yeah, there you go. Steph Curry the man. But when you're looking at impact on the game, impact on his teammates and things of that nature, because people are saying, but what about this other? And when you add his teammates, he better. That's not the way one of the greatest players in the world should be graded. It should be the other way around. He's making the game easier. Scottie Pippen made the game easier for his teammates. I mean, Charles Barkley. I mean, we go down the list, man, and it's just, I don't see it. I don't want anybody to think, oh man, you dissing Steph Curry, because I'm not. I'm dissing the pundits that talk that nonsense. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn, because I mean, I don't even entertain stupid ass comments like that. Like this cat reached out to me. I was like, I said on Twitter Sunday night, I said at this point, at the rate we looking, Steph Curry is just going to be a more efficient Kyrie Irving. And then this dude, Kyrie Irving had a better shooting percentage tonight. And I blocked his ass. Like, you stupid. Don't talk to me. You too caught up in the moment. Wow. No lateral thought. So I'm not finna have that conversation with you. I'm not finna have that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James. Shut the hell up. Block. Everybody that say that to me, I block. Or what? Sometimes I just mute them. So you can still support. You can still talk to me, but I'm never gonna see it, because it's a pointless conversation. If you can't have a nuanced conversation about sports, I don't want to talk to you, because you're kind of stupid. With that being said, Russell Westbrook, what's going on with Russ? The Washington Wizards are 0-2. 0-3.
In regards to what's going on with Washington,
Russ, not Washington. Russ.
It's not necessarily a great. Russ is being Russ. We know what Russ is. Like, I think it's all mental with him now. He doesn't talk enough craziness, and maybe he doubts himself. And he overcompensating by just trying to do all the extra scoring, all the extra this, all the extra that. And he's overcompensating at this point. And he's not figuring it out. Like, it was a couple games ago where he figured out threes wasn't going for him, so he started taking it in. But he still took 20-something shots to get 20 points. So I think his confidence is blown, so he's trying to do everything he can to get back right. And it's only hurting his team.
I follow you, but I don't think it's confidence. I think we used to call it back in the day when you read D-grade RCAs, we used to call it reading your newspaper clippings. Chief Rocker, whoever else old enough to remember newspapers on a regular basis. He likes the fact that when you turn on ESPN or when one of his games is going on, the first thing out this announcer's mouth is, you will never get cheated by Russell Westbrook. Nobody plays hard as Russell Westbrook. He's attempting to live up to that. I was talking to the homie Cook, and Cook was he just didn't want to accept it. Maybe you would disagree, and then we can have a conversation as well. But I think Russ is trying to be the triple-double man. I think Russ has literally given up on winning NBA championships, and he's going to go down as the dude with the greatest stats in the world. He is a stat stuffer, because you shoot a basketball with your legs, and when your legs are gone, you miss. Just like LeBron James is falling victim to it as well, if you ask me, because LeBron James don't need to be trying to run the floor, run every aspect of the team anymore at age 38, 39 years old, or 36, 37 years old. He needs to be a part of the situation. When Magic Johnson got older, they had him run the team from the post. They posted him up and let Magic Johnson preserve some of his energy by being in the post. LeBron James is still trying to get 50 million rebounds. He's still trying to get 50 million assists. And I personally believe that's why his free throws suffer, because he's not a shooter, so we're not going to be looking at his field goal percentage. He's not going to shoot a lot of stupid shots. But that's why his free throw percentage progressively gets worse as he gets older. And I believe Russ is suffering the same fate. Russ is trying to stuff the stat sheet. Oh, man,